Welcome to another episode on our channel. We're going to spend the next 3 episodes creating a 1/6 scale customized figure, steampunk, male figure. And I'm going to try to share with you what kind of goes through my head when I'm thinking about building a new character. So we'll pause and I'll grab a few more things and we'll get started. So this is a Jack Sparrow coat. It's a beautiful color for steampunk. I got this some time ago, but if you look on eBay right now, you'll see that it's being offered by someone in Thailand for $55. That includes shipping and handling. Somebody from China is offering it for $73 plus $12 for shipping and handling, so a total of $85. And someone else from China is offering it for $83 plus $9 for shipping and handling, so that's $92. So you see a range of $55 to $92 for just this coat, period. That's it. I'd be surprised if I spent $24.99 or $25 on this thing. I probably spent $19.99 on it. And I got the pants for $9.99 and the jacket, or the vest, I should say, for $9.99. I've got a ton of white shirts. So the only thing I'm lacking are boots, hat, head, body, and accessories. I'll probably soak this in tea to get a more off-white color because I think it will go better in terms of color coordination with the outfit. And it won't harm anything if you soak it in tea. So that's one trick that I use for some shirts. So we'll pause again. I'll get some more things and we'll talk some more. But I should add, this is my inspiration for the journey of doing a steampunk character. Not only should you have some sort of vision about what outfit the character will be wearing, but what head and what hat you're going to use. This is my all-time favorite head. I believe it's a United States military head, but it's so versatile in terms of what you could use him for. You could use him as a Roman, as another ancient figure. I used him as a medieval knight. And I used him, if you remember, for the Death Keeper. Let me get him out. There he is. In a recent episode with an alternate head sculpt, because he just looks so cool in this outfit. So the head is very important. So I am going to put this down. We're going to pause again. I hate to do so much beginnings and pausings, but in the end, I think it'll be more organized if I do it that way. So we'll pause again and start up. So not only do I love this head, but I think at most you can use a head maybe 2 or 3 times. And then you kind of go, I'm losing you in terms of variety, So I don't think I would use him as a steampunk character, even though I think he would look amazingly awesome as a steampunk guy. Whether you use this kind of hat and get it on there really good. And you actually have to kind of put it over a little flame, get a little warm, it will fit on nicely. It's a little tight right now in terms of the head, but you don't want to burn it, just get it warm. You could do it with the hairdryer, I suppose, if you got it warm enough, but he would absolutely look awesome as a steampunk guy, but I don't want to overdo it. You know, whether you're using that hat or this hat with goggles, again, he'd look awesome. So the big thing is trying to pick a head. So what I'm going to do, in the hat, I should say, I'm going to get a bunch of heads on this tray. But before I do that, let me just show you the variety of hats that you can choose from. You can get felt-driven top hats like this, put goggles on it, silver goggles, gold goggles, or this is a French World War I set of goggles. I thought it looked cool, and it seems to match lots of browns. It would go cool with that, right? Look at the inside. that's looking out. You have these types of hats that you could use, and you could take the same goggles and you could transfer it over to this hat, and that would look cool. Okay. It's not quite on there straight enough, but you get the idea. All right, so we have more Western style hats. The goggle will make or break the item, I think. Lighter colored hats could work even with this color. This is more of a resin top hat. For females, something more feminine in nature. Again, I have some repeats here, right? This is a shorter cowboy-like hat. That might work. This is definitely a bigger cowboy hat, but it might work with larger hats. Yes, so you've kind of seen them all. There are duplicates on this thing. My advantage is my husband can make these things. This, anything resin he can make if he has a good enough model for it. So the hat's important, but the head is equally important. So we'll pause now and get set up with the heads that I was thinking about using. We are back, and I've got a bunch of heads here. I could use these heads. This has more of a pirate look, and I'm not really going for a pirate look, so I probably, no, this would absolutely be no. I could use the unmasked version of Wesley from Princess Bride, but I doubt I would use that. I could use a skull. Don't think I will. Asian, maybe? That could work. Very serious look on this guy's face, but it could work. If you warm this hat up, it would fit over him fine. This is too big. This looks like it would work. This one's resin. You warm it up, I'm sure it would work. This is the one with, same thing, but with the goggles on it. Again, you warm it up, I'm sure it would work. I think he might be in the running. Now this guy intrigued me. His hair is very glossy. I would tone it down with dry brushing it with brown to match his mustache. But he would look so cool. Steampunk. Or maybe with more of a cowboy look with goggles. It's possible, right? But I would want to take the gloss off, dry brushing it with brown paint. It's not like you haven't seen him before. He would work. It just depends on the hat that you use. Will it fit? But he would work. This might be too big. No, actually, it's not bad. This might be too small. With enough hot water, it should work. Right? So he's a possibility. Robert Downey Jr. As if you didn't know, right? This is supposed to be Viggo Mortensen. He would look cool if the hat would fit. He'd probably look better. This is a little larger hat. He'd probably look better with this one. And with goggles in the front. So it's possible he could work. I think this would be too small, even with warming it up. Not work. But that's a possibility. Now, had to pull this hat. This cowboy hat was on really good. You guys recognize him from Tombstone, right? Val Kilmer. He would look super cool. That's a little too big. So I would have to use one of these. But can you see it? I mean, with the goggles, perfect. Definite contender. This is a guy I just put a mustache on with Magic Sculpting. He could work. Older guy. I don't know if that would fit. With enough heat, it would fit. This might work too. Yeah. Possibility? Probably not. Another Sean Connery, a different one. The hat comes off. Ooh. Not bad. And with this hat, no doubt, would work. With goggles again. This hat. He's bald. It's gonna work. But I don't want to use this hat. The hat he came with. So he's a possibility. I have Kevin Costner here, but he's not painted. Once I can get someone to paint him, he could be a strong possibility, especially if I could put a mustache on him and a little tiny thing underneath his lip. He would look cool. So the big challenge is what hat, and the clothing. So I think we'll stop there because this is just episode 1. But depending on what head you use, you're going to need a certain body. And I want to get it down to a couple, 3 choices and I guess discuss the pros and cons. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far about the journey, what's going on in my brain. The one thing I would say is that The next challenge are the boots. And for me, if it's going to be a black hat, it's going to be black boots. And what I thought about doing, since I don't want to keep the thick sleeves here, is on this side, I took off the thing that attached the longer part of the sleeve. They had sewn it in a couple places to the sleeve itself. I just took that off. But I thought it would be neat if, for whatever boot I chose, that I could use this material that I want to take away and replace with some sort of forearm guard. I wanted to place this over the boot somehow. I don't know if you can, it's not a very good look here. But either as a top part or as a gaiter. So then that would tie this jacket even more fully into the boot. And you know I'm into color coordination. So with that, we will stop and pick up in the next episode, the journey. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.